and welcome to LACED. We are a Dubai-based female sneakersode. My name is Aradhna.
And I'm Nadine.
And I'm your other co-host, Jess.
Right, FitCam. What do you have on feed today?
Today I have my Takashi undercover collab with Nike. These are called the Daybreaks. And I love the little spoilers on the back. It reminds me of all the cars in Harami that put those extra functions on their car. I've got...
I see them mostly in Jumeirah.
Yeah, to be honest, Jumeirah too. And I've got on a set from a very special place called Harami's, which is owned by the founders of Soul, a clothing line that does kind of like tailored streetwear. And I love that most of their clothes are pretty unisex. This is like a kimono kind of vibe, robe situation. Got my jewelry on from Ehsani, Cartier, my mom's gold suit dude, you know the ting, and my little Nike Apple Watch. Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, I've got, so I'm actually going to be repping today the Pyer and Reebok collab. Probably like my most used shoe, to be fair. I've got a white skirt from Urban Outfitters, and a crop top that is also from the same collection as the Reebok Pyer
and the stussy socks.
Oh,
the stussy socks.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can't believe I forgot. It's the stussy socks. Yes, there we go.
Right, I have the RX runners from the Hundreds Puma collection, which is...
You love that collab. You kitted out that full collab, and it's dope. I love those shoes.
I love the Hundreds collab with Puma, for real. My jeans are from Garage, my shirts also from Garage.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, let's get into it. Like we were saying, we were hoping today's topic would really resonate with everyone. Given the climate or cultural climate that it's been this year, we felt that we couldn't wrap up the year without acknowledging the impact and in fact the inception pretty much of sneaker culture and streetwear culture in general wouldn't exist without the Black experience. So who are some of your favorite Black designers or Black creatives?
I mean, I'll go first. I mean, I'm obviously repping the Pyer Reebok collaboration, and I mean, I think he's done really wonders in his entire designing career.
Right.
He actually signed on with Reebok in 2013.
Recently is appointed the
creative director of
Director. Reebok.
So congratulations.
Like he's watching this. We're like, congrats, Kerby. Good job, sweetie.
Yeah, no, I'll give him a call later. So I mean, like his kicks, I mean, his entire line is just sick. I mean, he's just like an advocate for the Black American experience, and I mean that comes through
some of his designs as well. He has that shirt called, what is it?
Stop calling 911 on the culture.
Yeah, that one, and fix your credit, pool your money, and buy back the block.
I met Kerby, like, you know, just once. We were in the lift together. It was not a big deal.
Alright, okay.
It just took a picture.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was amazing.
He looks like he's
down to earth.
Really?
He's really down to earth.
I thought you guys said he was down for something. Like, he's down.
It was not a test.
For me, one of my favorites is Mr. Jerry Lorenzo, who is unfortunately married
and has kids.
But no, Jerry Lorenzo is obviously the founder and creator of Fear of God, which is actually a brand that he built based off of his faith, but has had mad success with collabing with Nike and just had so many sick drops. I can't even...
Like the Essentials is one of my favorites. I wait for the Essentials drop. Yeah. And I never get them.
And what I love is that I believe he didn't really have a lot of formal training in design prior to launching his brand. But he was just like, he had a creative vision and he just went for it, and it's one of the most unique. Mr. Mosquito is back.
I know, I saw him earlier.
Motherfucker. Sorry.
Right. For me, it is definitely Heron Preston.
Heron Preston's dope.
And you know how he started out? He was like a small kid, like, you know.
Oh, so will I.
Yeah.
you too? I also started out as a small kid.
I mean, like not like small, but like my age.
Oh,
so wow. Yeah. Okay. So like he was hanging out with people from the Nike brand.
Right.
You know, people from the Nike brand just
Nike
wanted some free stuff. Free kicks.
Looking for the hookup.
No shame.
But like through high school, he started out with screen printing shirts with his friends, and later on he got appointed with Nike, He started working with Nike. He's also worked with Kanye and Virgil.
Right.
Yeah, all of those cats actually worked together for a little bit. Virgil, Heron Preston, and I think even the founders of Palm Angels worked very closely with Kanye before they went off.
It's nice to see
brands.
the entire group now all has their entire thing. It's not even like they're competing with each other.
Yeah,
they're all
kind of like
supporting each other.
Yeah, it's like a nice little kind of community.
I mean, that's what it's all about as well, right? Like, in order to actually build that community, you need to come from a place of community, right, or a sense of community, and that.
Okay, for Laced and Unlaced, we have the Fila Disruptors Orange.
Okay, yeah, the orange Fila Disruptors. They have like done a cute little thing on the sole here with the jelly look. You know those little jelly shoes you wore when you were a kid, and some people also wear them as adults. I like these shoes. It's an unlaced for me just because I have 2 pairs of Fila Disruptors already, and I feel like that's enough for my collection. Trying to be more responsible, more consumer conscious.
Yeah, no, I think they're cute too. Maybe a little too chunky. I mean, I'm not a big fan of thick platforms, but I do like the colorway. I like that it's not too in your face orange, and yeah, that gel sole is kind of cute as well, but unlaced for me.
I don't even find them cute, but unlaced. All right, next we have the Jordan 1 Mid.
I love how she says the word Jordan with so much love.
Yeah, Jordan 1 Mid Maroon.
I love maroon.
And it has the blingy bling, which you like.
It does have
that's
the jewelry.
for you,
This is
Jess.
the lace for
It's
me.
done. It's
These
made
are for
for you.
me. Burgundy maroon is one of my favorite colors, and I love the jewelry on this. It's a lace for me. It's an easy one.
Yeah, I actually do like these as well. I actually don't own a pair of Jordan 1s yet, so this might be my next one.
This is definitely a laced for me, but I'm not feeling the toe. So if I get these, I might just get the toes customized to
The
a
toe
white
box?
color. Yeah, the toe box. Okay, so next we have we have a shoe from the Star Wars Adidas collection. I don't.
What's the famous Star Wars line again?
May the force be with you.
May the force know. What's the other one?
Luke, I'm not your father.
I'm not your father. There's that Jerry Springer too. That's Jerry Springer too. You are not the father.
They are the rivalry high Star Wars shoes.
Okay, these are some Chewbacca joints.
No, that's it. Just no.
Unlaced for you?
Thanks.
It's on my face. No.
These are lace for me, y'all. I don't know what y'all are saying. These are sick.
I knew you were gonna say.
And I like that the stripe, the Adidas 3 stripe, is so subtle.
It's subtle?
Yeah, it looks like part of like the fur or whatever. Like it's just like, you know, I would like when I look at it, I don't see the Adi stripe. I just see like a Chewbacca shoe which has like some Adi presence. I think they execute. If there was ever to be a Chewbacca shoe, I think they executed it really well. And I love some fur. I'm a regular Chewbacca, and I think we were talking about this earlier as well, where there's not as many women as we'd like to see in this space, and that's a lot of the reason why I guess we have less women to mention, and obviously Black women being like a minority as well. Opportunities are even less in that space, but we have to. I mean, for me, I love Miss Aleali May, you know, who's Filipino and Black as well, and she's so dope. I'm sure the Filipino community out here loves her too. Sorry, I'm just a little itchy from that mosquito guest we had earlier. You know, she's broken some of the glass ceiling for women in the sneaker design space, being the first woman to input on the design of a Jordan unisex silhouette, which is dope. I love to see like women working on unisex, not just products for women, but also products that are unisex.
I'd actually like to talk about Vashtie Cola.
Gotta love Vashtie.
Yeah, she's had like some.
Vashtie, do you want to come over for some tea?
Wow.
That happened.
First of all,
she had actually been she was the first woman to collaborate with Jordans for a woman's sneaker.
Those
That
are the
will
Jordan
always
2s?
go down.
Was it?
Yeah, so she created the Jordan 2s, and it was like this really beautiful sort of lilac purple colorway.
She's like one of those people you want, and Aleali too. Like they're just people you want in your friend circle. Or we're about to be your new BFFs with our baby steps, which is our recommendations that we give every week of kicks that won't break the bank, but if you're new to collecting, that you can slowly sort of build up.
Okay, I have the New Balance 327.
Yeah.
They're a very good dad shoe, and you can tell I love my dad shoes. And my dad jokes.
So for this week, for my baby stats, I'm actually going to do Tyler, the Creator's brand called Golf Wangs, collab with Converse. They've got the collection called the Le Fleur collection, a super cute chunky dad shoe. I like that the bottom sole kind of has a similar vibe to what I have on now, with that kind of little teeth look on the sole.
So there are these, they actually just recently dropped the Mizuno Sky Metal Premium. They're 6 shoes, I mean, dad shoes. Mizuno's always do really well with that, and they're just very, I mean, the colorway, these ones in particular, white and classic. Yeah.
So that kind of wraps up baby steps for
today.
today.
My dad later on today.
Speaking of Vashtie, she went on a date, but she dated him for a short while, according to my sources.
Your sources.
And my sources being YouTube.
Great designer.
Yeah.
Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams has some really cool stuff with Adidas and like in general as well.
Yeah.
I personally love the Holy Pack.
And I love that he has focused on India as a region.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite things about Pharrell, is that there's not too many designers who have been like, I'm going to make a product for this specific region and go out there.
And for a specific festival, because I don't know if many people know about Holi festival in particular.
Yeah, especially abroad and in Europe and the States and stuff like that. So it's dope of him to kind of acknowledge other cultures and
well, that's the whole idea behind the human race line. So like that's just basically what he does, is he focuses on different culture, like specific cultures, but all around the world as well. And I think he sort of pays tribute. 100%. So like that's, I mean, that line, I mean, he's done so much within Adidas, but that particular line is fantastic.
And he went out there himself and promoted it. He went for Holi, experienced the whole thing. It wasn't like, that's what I like about the way that Pharrell executed it. It wasn't like I see a commercial opportunity, so let me just like put like something that's culturally relevant to to a bunch of Indian people so they'll buy my shoe. Like, nah, he flew out, he experienced Holi for himself, he learned about the festival, absorbed the culture.
You know what?
And actually on a community level.
He released the shoe when sneaker culture was not even that huge in India.
Yeah, that's true.
After that, it started taking off.
Yeah.
She said Pharrell responsible for sneaker culture in India.
Yeah, and we were having this talk earlier and we were like, you know, somebody needs to call him Sir William.
Especially
and we were
nowadays.
talking about this the other day, saying how the luxury market has actually changed streetwear so much. And then when we kind of started to talk about it, we realized that all of the brands that have actually altered streetwear in that space specifically is very heavily influenced by black creatives and black designers like Kanye, Virgil, Travis Scott. Like all of the people we were naming ended up being like black creatives, and we were just like, like that, for example, something that needs to be acknowledged here.
Like the Louis Vuitton collaboration with Kanye, the LV Dons. That's when like Louis started making a name for itself in the sneaker culture as well. Like the Nike Yeezys, the LV Dons, the Yeezys in general.
With Ye and with Virgil Abloh, just like in creating such iconic brands that now are, you know, have vast footholds over the sneaker industry.
Which I think also, I think it does though to a certain extent create a little bit of intimidation for people who aren't necessarily very into sneakers. And
I love that. I love that.
I think they have that range.
Like, hey, here's our work and this is worth the same value as historical French luxury. Like, we're bringing luxury to the game and it's just as valid. Our price points are able to sit on the same space.
Travis has an impact on every single thing that he...
You love Travis.
I mean, may it be Fortnite, McDonald's, Dior's, PlayStation 5.
Even the Reese's, the cereal, that was a bomb.
Reese's,
Reese's, and I mean, Black Rainbow actually, I believe is like responsible somewhat in the creative of that. We got a little Black Rainbow ball over there. Black Rainbow, we love you.
Yeah, it's not like he's posing to be a sneakerhead. He actually is.
Yeah, and that's what we need to see more of, I think, as well, is like people who are actually sneakerheads being the ones who are designing sneakers and calling the shots in those spaces. And honestly, if we enter the world of hip hop and its influence on sneaker culture, this episode will never end.
100%.
So we'll do that another time, because otherwise we got Beyonce, Jay, like Rihanna, like the list is endless. But I do have to bring up the Superman of the sneaker world, God's favorite DJ, homie and friend Clark Kent.
Massive
who also, you know, we know each other, whatever. No, you know, apart from being a dope human, he's actually designed a lot of kicks for Nike, and I mean, obviously a lot of people know because he's such a big deal, one of the sneaker OGs, but he's also designed one of my favorite Air Force Ones that he gave me. Flex.
Another massive flex.
Very subtle flex.
Just no, but you know, Clark's been one of the crazy influencers. In the sneaker world, he loves that Air Force silhouette, and he's done some mad stuff with it. And I feel like we're forgetting someone.
Oh, I mean, it's not really all that important. It's just this guy, Michael Jordan. I mean, not really that big of a deal, but
Mr. Michael Jordan, you know, who basically created an entire era of sneakers. Not to mention, again, it's kind of similar to getting into Hollywood and getting into hip hop world, getting to the athlete world. We got Kobe, we got LeBron. Like the list is endless of kind of influence in that space.
We'll probably just have to dedicate an entire episode just to like him.
Yeah, I think a whole season, to be honest, in terms of like if you're talking Jordan. But cool, I think that
wraps up our episode. Yeah. As always, we always love your feedback, and just hit us up.
Hit us up. Tag your favorite Black designers, Black creatives in the comments. Put us on to some people that we haven't spoken to. And yeah, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Peace and love. Again. Mike's off.